Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News, episode 199. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here, and welcome back to another episode of WWE News and Rumors. So tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I'm busy, so I'm doing Thursday's episode a day early, so today's Wednesday, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. But enough of me talking, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode of WWE News and Rumors. Okay, the first news story. The first news story is about Braun Strowman. So, basically, they've done a storyline where he can actually go get surgery. So, like, they set up the storyline where, like, he got his elbow shattered or whatever on the Monday Night Raw. Reality, he has, like, bone spurs in his elbow or whatever, and he has to go get them, like, fixed or removed or whatever the hell the terminology is. So they gotta fix Braun Strowman up. So it's not 100% how bad it is, so they don't know, like, in reality if he's going to miss TLC or not. But anyway, yeah, Braun Strowman, he's actually getting surgery this week, so hopefully that goes well and hopefully he doesn't have to miss TLC. But we will just have to wait and see. Okay, the next news story. The next news story is about John Cena. I don't know if this is real or not. I just want to say that. So basically, he like did some kind of like live stream, or that someone filmed him, or something. And I don't believe this was like they were filming him for the movie or anything. I think this was legit. I don't know if he was like in costume or whatever. This could be legit. It could not be. We'll just have to wait and see. But apparently John Cena got a tattoo. So like he was like talking to the camera or whatever, and then as he's talking, you can see peeking out from his long sleeve shirt, there's a tattoo. Now the question is that a real tattoo? Like, as we all know, John Cena's never has had any tattoos. And that was a thing, like John Cena, no tattoos. That's a thing about John Cena. But now it looks like he has a tattoo on his arm. No one knows what it is. Some people said that could be covered up by his armband, so he could have had that for a while and we just didn't notice. But yeah, it looks like John Cena has a tattoo now. I mean, the only way I can think this could be like, I mean, I'm not saying it's fake or anything, because there's like video proof. I'm saying maybe he's like in a character for some type of movie and he has like the clothes for the character on and the character has a tattoo there. Or maybe John Cena actually got a tattoo in Japan while he's filming. I don't know. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, if he just now got this, I mean, they've been filming that movie for a while. It'd be weird if he's actually not gonna, I mean, maybe they can cover it up. They'll probably cover it up, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, if a tattoo just randomly appears in the middle of a movie and the character didn't first have it at first, or maybe this was just part of this movie. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually real or not. We'll just have to wait and see. John Cena's supposed to return as soon as he's done filming that movie. He's supposed to be doing the holiday tour, house shows, or whatever. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if John Cena actually has a tattoo, but he might, and there's video, photo proof. So there you guys have it. We'll just have to wait and see if it's real. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the final news story I'm going to talk about before we move into the rumors. So basically the house shows, I've told you guys about this. The attendance at the house shows this year have been absolutely terrible. Like, everything in WWE has been going downhill this year. I mean, I don't blame the fans for, like, getting distracted by other things and just, like, kind of, like, not watching every episode, not going to every show and everything. Because this year, WWE, they've kind of just been like, yeah, so we're just doing stuff for money this year. We're just going to do a bunch of shows in Saudi Arabia and all that kind of stuff. We're not really, like, going to build up our WrestleMania, and we're not going to, like, have amazing storylines or anything like that. I mean, there's been good ones, but I'm just saying, like, overall, I think everyone can admit WWE's been a little different this year. So basically, they know the attendance at the house shows are pathetic, and it worries the hell out of them. So, like, attendance at all the shows has went down, but for the house shows, it's like went way down. And Vince McMahon himself, when he was like the conference call with like the whoever, whatever business stuff we don't need to get into, he basically said, yeah, I know there's an issue with the house shows, and we're thinking of ways to reinvent them and redo the house shows so we can actually draw in fans again, like a lot of fans, and house shows something exciting to go to. So I can speak from personal experience because I've been to them all. I've been to house shows, Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, all the big pay-per-views, small pay-per-views, all of it. So I can kind of speak to everything. House shows are kind of the least like special thing ever. So basically the house shows, here's what it is. If you don't know, house show. I'm calling it a house show. You might know it as a live event or something else. WWE like to label it as a live event, but technically it's a house show. A house show is a show that is not recorded, is not on TV or anything like that, or is not aired anywhere. So I mean, sure, sometimes they do the house show live event specials where they put on the WWE Network or whatever, but you know, it's not set up to be like a big show. Like the lighting sucks. The ring is not their good ring. It's the very loud, like not even the B ring, like the C ring or something. The stage is not spectacular at all. It's very small and all that. But to be fair, these events usually are in smaller venues. So, like, house shows overall kind of suck, to be honest. But the only good thing I could think about when I was thinking about this while I was researching the news episode is the only really benefit to doing house shows. I'm like, well, if the house shows suck that much, why don't we just like cancel them and just do the live shows? Give wrestlers more of a break. Reduce the risk of injuries, and wrestlers get to spend more time with their families and stuff. So why don't we just do that? And I was thinking, and I'm like, well, with house shows, they can visit more cities in a year, and they can go to cities they are like with a normal like show like Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-view they couldn't necessarily go to before. So like a city like I live in, for example, I live in Johnson City, Tennessee. Now Johnson City, Tennessee doesn't have an arena big enough to support a Raw, SmackDown, or a house or a pay-per-view, but we do have a smaller. I mean, the biggest one we have holds about 5,000-6,000 people, and that's big enough to support a house show. So that's the only kind of show we could ever have here. So I mean, if the house shows went away, we would never get a show here. So there is a benefit to the house shows, but the thing about redoing them, and they can't spend too much money on these house shows to re-event. So it's not like they're just gonna change it and it's gonna be like WrestleMania quality show and it's gonna be a WrestleMania quality stage and all that. Like they can't be doing that, especially these small venues. Like they can't get big stages in through the doors of the place and stuff like that. Like the place I mentioned, 5,000-6,000 people, is actually quite large for a house show. Like compared to other arenas that they go to that only hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people. I mean, yeah. I don't know if they would go that small, like 1,000, but maybe like 3,000, 4,000 people or something like that. But yeah, the thing about redoing the house, I honestly don't know what they could do. Like, you guys are very, like, tight on money for these shows, and you got small venues and stuff, and the shows don't really matter because they're not televised, and you guys don't need anything special. You just have basic matches and all that. So I don't know what they could do to make it more exciting. Maybe they could put every house show on the WWE Network or something, but I mean, it's not going to change the show. It's just going to be like, live on the WWE Network. Come see it live in person or whatever. I mean, they'll do what they can, but I need to shut up and move on to the rumors. So, I mean, I can talk about the house show stuff all day. I mean, they'll just have to figure out something. Maybe they can come up with something good, but we will just have to wait and see. All right, rumors. The first rumor. Okay, I believe everyone knows about this, but I always like to mention stuff that's a bit older, just within the new stuff, just in case like people live under a rock and don't know. So if you don't have like social media, you probably don't know about this actually. So Enzo Amore, that's a name I haven't said in a long time, was actually at Survivor Series in the crowd. So basically Enzo was there and he had like a hoodie on and like a wig too for some reason. And then at the right time he just decided to pop it all off. And then he's just full on WWE Enzo again. Like he's just up there, he gets on his seat, has some kind of bell he made or whatever, and he just stands on the seat and does his whole Enzo thing, and then he gets kicked out of the show. So Enzo was there, and I was like, I thought Enzo was over WWE. I thought he didn't want to come back. Why is he doing this? And then I later realized, yeah, Enzo just did that to promote his new rap album, just to get some attention, to get trending on Twitter, for people to go to his profile and see he just released the rap album the same time he did that. So yeah, so that's the thing about Enzo. I just thought I'd mention it in case you guys didn't hear about it. Apparently he injured some lady. Like they had to like pull him off the seat or whatever, and he like hit a lady and apparently hurt her arm or something. I don't know if he broke her arm or whatever. I don't know if she's actually injured. She's just saying this to get free stuff from WWE, but I don't know. Anyway, let's move to the next news story before I get in trouble. Next rumor. Sorry. Okay, so basically, Ronda Rousey. So Ronda Rousey actually got booed when she came out at Survivor Series. I mean, we can all guess to why that happened. Apparently, WWE aren't even a little concerned about this, because to them, any reaction's a good reaction. If Cena gets booed, that's good. If Reigns gets booed, that's good. If Cena gets cheered, that's good. If Reigns gets cheered, that's good. So, yeah, so they don't really care as long as there's some type of reaction for her. All right, the next rumor kind of goes with Ronda Rousey. I mean, it's about Ronda Rousey. So, it's the future of Ronda Rousey in the WWE. So obviously there has to be another match with Charlotte after how Survivor Series, their match of Survivor Series ended. And apparently here's the plan. So Royal Rumble, Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte, then WrestleMania. They're thinking about main event of WrestleMania, having the women main event. It's going to be Rousey versus Becky Lynch. Now they're kind of torn here. They don't know if they're going to do just plain Rousey versus Becky Lynch one-on-one or something, or if they're going to do a triple threat, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey in the main event, WrestleMania 35. But we will, I guess, just have to wait and see. I'm not sure which route they'll go. I think they might do the individual matches, have Charlotte versus Rousey, Royal Rumble, and then have Becky Lynch versus Rousey at WrestleMania 35. But we will just have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. So basically, his contract's coming up here like next April or whatever, and they're having issues re-signing him because I think they're... I don't know, because there's not a whole lot of information about it right now, but I would imagine it's just some fine stuff. I mean, I don't know if he wants more money or if he wants more time off to be with his family or something, or if he basically just wants to, like, have a break for real, just have like a few months off to be with his family or something. Or if he just wants to be like, I've done everything I want to do here, so I guess I'm gonna leave. So I don't know. I don't want to say like AJ Styles leaving the WWE. He is sick of Vince McMahon's crap. No, it's nothing like that. So it's probably just something no one knows. I don't know if he would want more money and more time with his family. I mean, I could see the time with his family thing. I don't know if he wants more money or not. I'm sure they're paying him pretty well. I've heard he's like the top. I mean, he's one of the top paid wrestlers. I don't know the percentage because I have short-term memory loss or whatever, but they're having issues re-signing AJ Styles right now. I mean, they're still working on the deal, but they've been working on it for a while, so I don't know what's happening. We just know AJ Styles 100% still going to be in WWE until April, but we don't know if he might leave or something might go wrong with the contract negotiations. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor. So I said like in the last news episode that they were thinking about having WrestleMania 35 either in like Minnesota, Viking Stadium, or in Florida, Camping World Stadium again. Apparently they're pretty solid on Orlando again. Like, they don't care if they're going to the same city like 2-3 times or anymore. I mean, they're in New York City again, even though they've been there, and they're going back to Orlando for 36, it looks like. So WrestleMania 36 is going to be in Orlando, it looks like, but we'll just have to wait and see on the official announcement, but as of right now, that's what it looks like. Okay, so there's a rumor going around that I didn't hear about until I read this, until they already denied it. So there's a rumor like it's going to be Lesnar versus Batista for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 35, which doesn't make a lot of sense because Lesnar has to lose the title at WrestleMania 35, like there's no way around it. And Batista losing it to Batista, having Batista be Universal Champion, I mean, I'm all for that. It's just he hasn't been in the WWE. He's been doing other stuff. Good for him and stuff. But I don't know. But anyway, that's been shot down. That's not the plan. Actually, they have no plan. Like, literally, they have no plan. They don't know who Lesnar is facing at WrestleMania 35 for the Universal title and who he's losing the title to. We just know it's not going to be Braun. So, because they're having issues with Braun apparently, and they're going to give him a match with Lesnar at Rumble. So I don't know who's facing Lesnar for the title at Mania, but if I find out, I'll let you guys know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about in this video, it's about what happened on Raw. So basically, with the Seth Rollins and Dean feud, I'm sure you guys all saw the Dean promo and all freaked out a little bit when he was like using Reigns' leukemia as like a storyline device or something to just get more heat on him, to get people to hate him because he's a heel, and you're supposed to boo him even though people enjoy Dean being a heel because he's a good heel. So apparently they're gonna keep doing this. Like, they're not gonna stop, and everyone is very upset over it. Like this would be fine. This would be completely fine if this was like a TV show and all this was fiction, and we could just come up with a storyline where someone, I'm not saying as a wrestling like fiction thing. I'm not saying they should fake someone having leukemia. I'm saying like as a dramatic movie or something. That's fine, and we wouldn't feel so bad if someone was doing that. But this is reality. Like, this isn't fiction. Like, it's not like Roman Reigns. It's a work. It's not like it's a work where they're faking it just for storyline purposes. Like, this is legit, and they wouldn't fake something like this, or everyone would be extremely upset. And basically, this isn't fiction. Like, Roman Reigns, the person who plays Roman Reigns, literally has leukemia. Like, and they're just using this as a storyline device to get him more heat, and they're not going to stop. Apparently they like the reaction they got, and they're going to keep going. They like pissing people off, I guess. But I just personally think it's very messed up, as many of you probably do as well. I mean, it's very messed up just to get Dean Ambrose booed. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could come up with other ways to do that other than that. Like, that is really ridiculous. But anyway, you guys can let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. But the rumor is WWE, they liked this. They liked having Ambrose talk about Reigns' leukemia and his battle with leukemia and get people pissed off just to get him booed. And WWE are going to keep doing this, apparently, like, every week. So we'll just see where this goes, but this is not looking good for the WWE, whoever the hell's writing this. I don't know, I couldn't imagine it's Dean, but I'm sure, I mean, I know Dean isn't reading off a script, but at the same time, I'm sure they're giving him points to say, and like a sentence here to give you more heat or something. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's just a very messed up situation. You guys can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching this episode of WWE News and Rumors. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like. And if you're on the channel, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.